What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be telling you my thoughts on Lewis Hamilton moving to Ferrari for 2025, because I mentioned in one of my recent videos that my thoughts on Lewis moving to Ferrari, I could probably make a whole 20-minute video on it, and I was gonna debrief during this other video, and I thought, no, I'll just save it for a separate video. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to be telling you my opinions and thoughts on Lewis moving to Ferrari. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe. Over half of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed. Just hit the bell. It takes 2 seconds.
A few moments later.
Okay, so where do I even start with this one? Right. The news came out February 1st. You know what? I'll tell you a little story time because it's quite funny, actually. So basically, the morning of February 1st, we'll do a whole little story time here. I get up out of bed. I was going to get my nails done. So I go to get my nails done, right? Not thinking anything of it. There wasn't really any news until it was like mid-morning that the proper rumours started to come out, right? I get up in the morning, I get ready, I go to get my nails done, and I must have been that really annoying person in the nail salon because my phone was on silent, but it had the vibrate on, and there wasn't much, because I went to get my nails done in the morning, so there weren't many people in the nail salon, right? Well, there wasn't much talking anyway. Yeah, so my phone was on vibrate, but it was on silent, and as I'm getting my nails done, my phone every 2 minutes is like, towards the end of my appointment, every 2 minutes it's just going off, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Obviously I couldn't turn it off or anything because I was getting my nails done. I was like, oh my god, I need this to speed up because I need to get out of here and check what's going on my phone. I'm getting looks in the nail salon. It's not great. Anyway, I get these really nice nails. As soon as I get out the nail salon, right, I pick up my phone and I think, what's going on? And I see that Twitter is having a meltdown and that Sky Sports, that's when you know it's real. Sky Sports F1 posted on Instagram, I'll drop the post here or something, that Lewis, it was still rumour at this point, okay? It wasn't completely confirmed, but because Sky Sports had posted it, it's not rumour. They said that Lewis was moving to Ferrari, and I thought, what the hell am I looking at? Someone is pulling a big fat prank right now. We must be in April Fools. It's not February 1st. Anyway, I get in my car and I instantly, as you do, I made a TikTok about it. And I'll see if I can post the compilation of TikToks throughout the day, because it just went from bad to worse. The emotions. I think I posted about 4-5 TikToks that day, or maybe even 6 probably. And each one was just like my emotions through the day. So when Sky Sports first posted it in the morning, I made some stupid TikTok and I was like, it was literally, what the fuck is going on? And then I get home. And then instantly, the only other person in the house was my sister, and we're both into F1. She came to Silverstone with me. And so we're screaming. We're like, what are we looking at here? We're looking through Twitter. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Is it just a rumor? Probably not. Then I ended up making some stupid other TikTok because I have this painting of Monza 2022 of both Ferraris. So I made this stupid TikTok and I was like, great, thanks Lewis, I'm going to have to paint over Carlos's number now.
I'm going to finish this race, switch off everything, and go to bed and cry.
And that was the most chaotic TikTok ever. And then we didn't hear anything in the afternoon. We were all still speculating. Even Lando and Oscar were getting involved on Twitter. That was hilarious. And they were liking all of these tweets. They were just as involved in the drama as us at that point. And then we were kind of told that it would be announced in the evening. So then we had to wait all that time. And then I stream every day. So I jumped on a stream around 4 p.m. I think it was, maybe. And because it's the winter break, I was doing this segment on Twitch where we watch or rewatch old F1 races, and we were watching Silverstone 2021, which is obviously when Lewis wins. And by this time we're still waiting for it to be confirmed, and I had a lot of people coming into my stream and we were talking about it because the stream was based on what was going on in F1 world at that moment. So I had a lot of people coming into the stream and giving their opinions on it, and I think I've got a clip from it, so I'll insert it here. I feel like a lot of
training saying well done.
See, this is the thing, right? You're saying it's fantastic. There's a lot of people like these kind of things. Yeah. A lot of people are like, yes, this is great. Then there's like a slither of people that are like, I don't know how I feel about this, which is where I am at the moment. And then there's other people who are like, why has he done that? What has gone into that? It's just the worst move ever sort of thing. This is F1. Yeah, exactly. So I'm more for than against. But I just, need a while to, comprehend it.
Then I get off the stream, and we're about, I'd say, an hour away from the news. So I'm just sat patiently waiting, and then it eventually gets announced that Lewis will be moving to Ferrari for 2025. And I'll see if I can insert all of the TikToks and things that I then posted on Instagram, because honestly I was going through a roller coaster of emotions, from the announcement to then Carlos Sainz's statement to then Lewis's statement. Everything. I think I made a reaction to it, about everything that went on that evening, as did a lot of people in the F1 world.
What on earth is going on in the House of Commons?
Why wouldn't it? I was going to change it.
Time.
No, that's... I can really feel the clouds parting,
So now you're probably wondering, well, Susie, what are your opinions on it? And if I'm being honest, we've had over a month now to adjust to this news, and I still don't know how I feel about it. That's the tea, guys. I'm giving you the tea. I still don't know how I feel about it. Of course, I'm excited, and this is F1, and teams do change. But part of me just, when you find, like, my favourite team is Ferrari, and Charles and Carlos together they've been together for a few years now, and the pairing, it just works, and it makes sense. So when you take that suddenly out of the equation, it hurts a little bit, okay? Can't lie. When it was first announced, I was like, I'm going to cry, even though I absolutely love Lewis as well. Breaking up C2 like that, I can't do it. It was too much for me. I'm thinking, yes, it's going to be very exciting. If that being said, it's only going to be exciting if other teams get closer to Red Bull next season as well, because we're in 2024 at the moment. I mean, we're only 2 races in, but still, they said that we were going to be, during preseason testing, the teams were going to be closer to catching Red Bull. And then in the first race back, Max won with a 22-second lead. So it will. I don't think much will change if teams aren't closer to catching Red Bull next season, because the teams will just be in the same place. Whereas if they're closer to Red Bull and we see other teams getting wins, it will obviously look different, and Lewis moving to Ferrari will be a big thing. I mean, it is a bloody big thing, but you know what I mean. Like, if other teams aren't winning, he's just in a different car. Like, but if suddenly different teams are winning, it might be different. This could be a whole separate video as well, but this has also opened up so many more questions in terms of drivers' contracts, because Lewis wasn't even one of the drivers this season with a contract that was ending. As we know, he re-signed with Mercedes last season to then over the winter break suddenly sign with Ferrari. So now we've got so many other drivers that their contracts are ending and they're going to need seats, and now Carlos will need a seat on top of that, which begs the question, where do these drivers go? Where is Carlos going to move to on the grid? Will he have a seat on the grid for next season? Then of course you've got Audi coming into the mix in 2026. The new regulations are coming in. 2024 is going to be a chaotic year, not season, year, with everything, all of the noise that happens outside of the cars. There's going to be a lot going on. Obviously we've now got Lewis moving to a Ferrari, means there's a Mercedes seat open. Who do you put in the Mercedes seat? I don't know. We've also got lots of other drivers that aren't on the current grid at the moment that should, in my opinion, get a seat. And we've obviously just had the impressive performance from Ollie Behrman in Jeddah, who got thrown in to a Ferrari, had one practice session, straight into quali, almost knocked Lewis Hamilton out of Q3 and managed to get P7. So I personally would love to see him on the grid and hope that he makes it to F1, because he really deserves that seat, along with other drivers like Liam Lawson, I think deserves a seat in F1, which also leads to the question of Perez's contract is ending and he's obviously at Red Bull right now. Who's going to be put in the seat? There's lots of questions about it being Yuki. Is it going to be Daniel? Is it going to be Liam? Then you'll have an AlphaTauri seats opening, and Fernando's talking about not being on the grid for many more years, and he's at Aston Martin. So there's so many questions. I have no idea. I'd like to give predictions on where drivers will end up on the grid next season. But after Lewis announced that he's moving to Ferrari, I feel like anything can happen at this point. So if I give a prediction, it's probably going to be wrong. But I would like to say that Carlos will probably end up... A lot of people are saying that he'll end up with Kik Sauber, which might happen. But he has mentioned that he wants to go with a team that's getting wins, because he wants to obviously win championships like everybody else on the grid. So does he go to Kik Sauber? Does he do that and then wait for the Audi seat in 2026, or does he just join a bigger team now if they give him a seat? I've seen some people talking about Carlos moving to Red Bull now that he needs a seat and Perez's contract is ending. That would be interesting. We're all talking about Liam Lawson, Yuki Tsunoda, Daniel Ricciardo, the big Red Bull 3 at the moment, potentially having a seat at Red Bull. After Lewis announced that he's moving to Ferrari, it could be anyone. It could be. What if it is Carlos Sainz? Guys, we really need to think about this, because I could sit here and give as many predictions as I want, but at the end of the day, we just don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm over the past month, I've like everybody had to digest this news and adjust to it, and the fact that Lewis won't be with Mercedes anymore, which that's another whole part of it that comes into it. It's bittersweet, because he's been with that team for so many years, won so many championships with them, and now he's moving to a different team. So I'm excited to see what happens next season. Scared for all of the drivers' contracts that need to be announced this season, hoping that other teams can get closer to catching Red Bull towards the end of this season and next season. And everyone's talking about Lewis winning his 8th world championship. Will he be able to achieve that with Ferrari? Do you think he will? I don't know. Drop your opinions in the comments. I'm interested to see what everyone else thinks about Lewis moving to Ferrari, and I'm excited to make more videos like this. So if you enjoyed this chaotic, messy video, give it a like, subscribe, drop your opinions in the comments. If you have any videos that you'd like me to react to, also drop them in the comments. I'm working my way through everybody's suggestions at the moment. If you want to check out any of my other socials, they are all linked down below. But I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat, and I will catch you next time. Bye.